So inside the book, you will find 10 parts, 10 themes that we explore. And then inside those 10 parts, there's 20 chapters for each. So we explore themes of simplicity. How do we get more simplicity in our lives? And how do we bring more clarity into our life? Who are we? What do we want? What do we want our life to look and feel like? It's part 1. Part 2 is around livelihood. So we're exploring themes of purpose, of our career, whether that's working for someone else or whether that's an entrepreneurial journey. We're looking at how do you play to your edge? How do you get past the fear that keeps you in your very safe, small comfort zone? And how do you start to play to your edges? So yeah, it's one of my favorite parts. We then look at well-being. And as you know, my community knows, I'm so passionate about well-being that I did my yoga teacher training. I did a master's degree in wellness because I wanted to get deep into the art and the science of how do we actually thrive? What does that look like? So in here, we're looking at Ayurveda and meditation and yoga and nutrition and breathing and sleep and different themes around well-being. In part 4, we go into comfort. I remember so clearly walking to my bookshelf one night when I was just starting to write the book, and I just wanted to pick a book off my shelf that would bring me some comfort. I was a bit stressed. Things weren't going so well, just with busyness in my businesses, and I just wanted to feel comfort. So I really wanted to bring that into the book because I feel like we all need so much of that right now. And then we look at sacredness. What is sacred? How do we define what is most sacred in our lives? And how do we have reverence for that and protect that? We look at consciousness. It's a big question. What is consciousness? How do we become more awake in our lives? How do we become more conscious as consumers? How do we become more conscious as parents? How do we become more conscious in our relationships? We then go into soulfulness. What is the soul? What does that mean? What does it mean to live a soul-centered life? We look at courage and confidence, which is so core to all of the work I do in the world with women and with a lot of men, actually, all genders. And then the last 2 parts of the book are an exploration into womanhood and an exploration into sovereignty. What does it mean to be a woman today? And how do we step into our feminine power? And how do we become sovereign women with complete agency over our own lives? So that's the 10 parts. And it really is it's a light read, but it can be a very deep, heart-centered process, depending on how you want to enjoy the journey.